Generous, resilient, strong. From Marin to Del Norte County, the North Bay community is home to more than 1.6 million people.
I have lived in Sonoma County for 35 years.
I was born here about 12 years now.
I've lived in Santa Rosa over 50 years.
Since 1998.
Since 1996.
For the last 17 years.
Going on 9 years now.
7 years.
I was born and raised in Sonoma County.
I've lived in Sonoma County for 25 years, and I've loved every minute of it. It's a beautiful place to live.
The love for this community runs deep in all of us as we faced triumph and despair together. Our resilience is our strength, and the American Heart Association is right alongside us as we prepare for the future. What if we could help everyone in the North Bay live their best life without worrying they're one heartbeat away from heart disease or stroke? What if no one struggled to have 3 healthy meals a day? Or where you live didn't dictate your life expectancy? The American Heart Association's mission is to be a relentless force for a world of longer, healthier lives. And it starts right here at the place we call home.
My mother suffered from a stroke and has had a heart attack. My father has electrical problems of his heart.
My mom had a stroke in 2013.
My father had a heart attack right after the 2017 Tubbs fire.
For many of us, we're no strangers to heart disease or strokes. In fact, when it comes to high blood pressure, a major risk factor in heart attacks and strokes, the North Bay has a higher number of adults who have uncontrolled high blood pressure compared to the national average. We're going to community centers, workplaces, and clinics to not only provide helpful information, but give patients the knowledge and confidence to take action in their lives and lower their own blood pressure through initiatives like Target, BP and Check, Change, Control.
We rely on the American Heart Association.
We're also committed to improve patient care throughout the North Bay with our comprehensive Get With the Guidelines program.
Hospitals that participate in Get With the Guidelines are able to put their data in and then get lots of reports and lots of information, not only on how their hospital is doing, but how they're doing compared to other hospitals in the area. Every year that we participate, we're helping the American Heart Association advance research, and of course that data is used to drive lots of research, which benefits patients ultimately.
As we work to prevent chronic disease for all, we especially want to be a relentless force for those who are rebuilding our community. Cardiovascular disease poses a significant threat to the construction industry, with 1 in 4 construction workers obese. Tobacco use and diabetes are also major threats. The American Heart Association is bringing Hard Hats with Heart to the North Bay, which spotlights this disparity. We're committed to preventing heart disease and stroke in those who are addressing our devastating housing crisis.
I saved my wife's life by using hands-only CPR.
I would feel comfortable helping someone if they collapse.
Another focus for the American Heart Association is passing the torch of healthy living to the next generation. From distributing dozens of CPR in schools kits to area schools that will teach thousands of students hands-only CPR for years to come, to teaching 23,000 students about healthy living through our Kids Heart Challenge, the American Heart Association knows healthy habits instilled at a young age will grow into lifelong healthy lifestyle.
What American Heart Association is doing is very innovative, reaching into the community and wanting to be boots on the ground, and what better place to start than with children.
Our bodies benefit from a healthy diet, but for many of our neighbors, many barriers stand in their way to access fresh, healthy food. Things like affordability, transportation, lack of local grocery stores means the difference between a healthy meal or fast food. That's why we're teaming up with local partners to break down these barriers. In Petaluma, the American Heart Association provided a grant that will bring a teaching garden that will serve hundreds of local families. A dynamic partnership will bring a new garden to a local elementary school, teaching children from toddler to grade school ages important lessons on nutritious eating.
Really rewarding for us is as the children learn more about healthy, nutritious foods, they're in the produce section pointing things out to their parents. For example, cauliflower, they'll see it and they'll know it, and they'll know what's possible, and their parents are always utterly surprised and delighted.
Having children feel good about what's going into their body as they grow up, they're going to continue to make decisions about what's good that's going into their body, and then they'll do that with their kids and their kids and their kids.
These 2 pillars are the focus of the American Heart Association's community impact work, to build an equitable foundation of health in the North Bay, touching the lives of thousands of people. The American Heart Association has been part of the North Bay community for more than 50 years, building a solid foundation of health and wellness. But now is the time to take it to the next level. To prevent and manage heart disease and stroke and ensure our next generation has the tools to live a healthy life, we need to work together in the places we live, learn, work, play, pray, and heal. To do this, we need to orchestrate transformative change that'll lift up the most vulnerable members of our population. And we need you, our donors, our sponsors, our volunteers. Your support is critical in this community impact work. So join us in being a relentless force for longer, healthier lives for all in the North Bay.